Without risk, there is no investment. Investment is a game of risk. And we've been talking about demystifying the derivatives market. And we can't complete this subject until we talk about the risks that come with this particular market. I'm sure you've had enough time to think about this. It's taken 8 years to launch this derivatives market. And I believe one of the reasons was to handle the risk. What are the risks that we will find that are inherent with this derivatives market?
Right. So I like what you said about that. For any investments, there's no investment without risk.
Yes.
And so anybody investing in any market has to have something we call a risk appetite.
Absolutely.
All right. So we have brought in a product that will address the risk appetite of certain people.
Yes.
This is a very, I would say, very high frequency trading product. It has got ability to make you money and to also make you lose money.
Yeah.
So your risk appetite has to be sort of a bit higher
Than usual.
And so there are very many risks. There are risks in this market. One, there's a risk of loss of funds, for instance. There's a risk of default. Somebody's margins finish and they're unable to settle anymore and they want to walk away. There's a risk of a trading member, a clearing member winding down, or being exposed and something happening, or a trading member in that respect collapsing. Okay. There's a risk of the underlying asset facing a risk. I mean, something can happen to the company, and then ideally you have no assets to
derive from.
So there are many risks, but how do we address these risks?
Yes.
And I think we try to mitigate. So for every risk you must have a mitigation.
Absolutely.
So we have said, for instance, on default,
Yes.
the risk that one party will not honor their obligation.
Yes.
We have set up a fund called a settlement guarantee fund.
Yes.
And that settlement guarantee fund has been funded by NSC as
Yes.
initial seed capital of 100 million shillings.
Yes.
And then the clearing members will also fund a percentage into that fund. And we continuously get a percentage from trading levies to build the fund.
Yes. What do you call the fund again?
Settlement guarantee fund.
Settlement guarantee fund.
It guarantees settlements. Then we have an investment protection fund.
Yes.
So this is the one that protects investors against fraud.
I see.
In the event that your trading member doesn't transfer your funds or something happens to them, then the IPF will deal with that, the investor protection fund. So those are the two funds we've set to protect the market.
I see.
So that is the basic structure that we've done. But despite that, we then have what you call a default mechanism of how when a default happens, how it clears out. So initially, if you are unable to meet your obligations
as a client,
yes, then the initial margin you paid us,
yes,
will be utilized to clear settlement, to guarantee settlement to whoever got the money,
or part of it.
Yes. All right. In the event that is not complete, then there are certain funds, whatever is being held by the clearing member, is also going to be mutualized. It's going to be used to clear what's outstanding. All right. If that does not happen, we then move to the next waterfall, where the clearing members come together and neutralize the loss to a certain extent. If that doesn't not satisfy,
they absorb the loss.
Yes. If that doesn't happen, we then go to the settlement guaranteed fund. If that doesn't happen, then there's the liquidation of the particular asset. But out of experience, we have never got to an extent where there's actually a major or even a portion of the settlement guarantee fund is touched.
Yeah.
Most of it is cleared under the initial margin.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that happens on a daily basis, there's flow of funds on a real-time basis.
Yeah.
And when there's a challenge, you can close out a position.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And then clear the initial margin of the person who has defaulted.
Yeah.
So the ability to close positions based on the risk helps take care of the default.
Yeah.
if the trading member
Yeah.
or the clearing member is facing a challenge, and the clients on that of the trading member who's facing the challenge can be ported to another client, the trading member.
Yeah.
It's called porting. Can be transferred.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That ensures that trading will continue,
Yeah.
but now through another party.
I see.
So again, we've mitigated that risk
Yeah.
of an individual firm facing a challenge.
I see.
So that has been mitigated.
I see.
So the trading member and that kind of thing. The risk on the underlying, I think that is a risk that the investors carry, because just like you take an exposure on a share, you've taken a risk on the share.
That's the opinion.
That's your opinion you took.
Yeah.
So I think that is mitigated by the fact that there's a lot of research information about the assets you're taking in, etc. It's a more buyer beware sort of opportunity.
Yeah.
So that is one of the areas that we think the investors then have to really be understand that
Yeah.
they're buying what they're buying, and they're clear that that position is being monitored.
And you can close the open position.
And you can close the open position.
Okay.
So we are not covered. We are not saying that the risk cannot happen. We have to continuously mitigate it.
Yeah.
When it comes to the infrastructure, it's very, very well protected. We are protected against cybersecurity, cyber risk. We're tracking every aspect of the systems to ensure that they continuously remain available, just to ensure that our market is very, very well insulated.
Yeah.
So I must say that that's been one of our key areas.
Yeah.
We have in place. We have in place a risk department within the derivatives market that looks at also the margins and recalculates them depending on the movements that are happening, so that you always have adequate margin to avoid challenges when there's a call up for capital. So that's the kind of things you're looking at.
So there you have it. Work with an investment advisor or an expert in the area of investment or an institution. And there are quite a number of them if you go to the CMA website that are licensed by the CMA. And you can also come to the NSE. They should be able to guide you appropriately if you want to participate in this. So thank you very much, Jeff. I really enjoyed this, and I hope you've learned one or something that is interesting. Thank you very much. My name is Pius Oshiri Mugo, the Managing Director of Nabu Capital, and you're watching Invest in Africa.